You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
As testing increases, the coronavirus numbers continue to rise across all three states in our area. Well, good afternoon, Machindo. I'm Scott Pienta. As of yesterday afternoon, Branch County reports 41 residents who have tested positive and 2 resident deaths. The Tri-County Health Board counts 119 positive cases at Lakeland Correctional Facility, though they say that they're unable to report any accurate number of deaths there. According to WLKI, the Michigan Department of Corrections' latest death count for the prison stood at 8 as of Monday, but that information could be outdated by this point. Now in Hillsdale County, there are 95 positive cases and 12 deaths. Lenawee County reports 71 positive with no deaths and 26 recoveries. Similar to Ohio, Lenawee has begun reporting probable cases, which those are who have symptoms and known exposure but have not been tested. Now they began collecting those figures on April 7th. So far, there are a total of 9 probable cases and no deaths in that category, with 5 believed to have recovered. Steuben County remains at 17 cases and 1 death. State figures for Williams County show 8 cases and 1 death, but the Williams County Health Department now breaks that down to 6 confirmed cases and 2 probable cases. A press release from the Health Department says that there are additional confirmed cases, but it's unclear whether or not those are reflected in the current numbers. Williams County officials also report that there are an undisclosed number of cases at the Correction Center of Northwest Ohio, which has been preparing for that potential. Jail officials say those who have been exposed have been quarantined and protective equipment is being distributed to prevent the spread of the virus. They clarify that the majority of those who have been tested positive at the jail are not Williams County residents, though they won't release any further information due to privacy concerns. Fulton County continues to hold steady at 16 positives and no deaths. The state of Michigan has begun to open up testing for non-essential workers. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is working with major retailers to open up drive-through test sites at 8 locations across the state. At the outset, officials hope to be testing 1,000 people per day. Whitmer said if labs had all the supplies they needed, that could be up to 11,300 tests per day. She says supplies are short and the state is competing with other buyers to acquire the needed materials, but she's hoping the top number can be reached as soon as possible. Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid all have joined in on that plan. Governor Whitmer has also announced that she's taking a pay cut amidst the crisis. According to WLKI, Whitmer said during a Monday afternoon update that she'll be making sacrifices just like she's asking everyone else to do. She herself will be taking a 10% pay cut, while her senior executive staff will be taking a 5% pay cut. State officials in Indiana are causing a bit of a controversy as they refuse to identify which nursing homes have seen outbreaks of the coronavirus. According to WLKI, 43 additional deaths have been linked to the Hoosier State's nursing homes within the last week alone. State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box says 162 deaths from 74 facilities across Indiana represent more than a quarter of the state's COVID-19 facilities up through Monday of this week. fatalities up through Monday of this week. But during yesterday's news briefing, Dr. Box declined to identify the outbreak locations. She added that federal regulations require nursing homes to identify families and notify them about infections and deaths among residents. Some Michigan state legislatures have outlined their plan to ease the state's economic back into the operation. The House Republicans' three-step plan would start with what they call a risk-based regional approach. Now, 3 tiers of the counties would be established according to the risk level in those regions, starting with Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties in the Detroit area at the highest risk level. There, the current executive orders would remain in effect, but would be updated with the latest medical guidance and would remove the shopping restrictions on stores over 50,000 square feet stores. Now, the second tier would have the same rules, but would lessen restrictions on necessary gatherings, relax travel restrictions, allow remote and curbside sales with enhanced safety protocols, reduce recreation restrictions, and relax the ban on elective surgeries based on available supplies and testing. The third tier would include all of that, but lift the stay-at-home order for non-vulnerable people while continuing restrictions on stores with occupancy-based limits. It would also require a transition task force to determine which sectors of industry are safe to reopen. That task force would be made up of the state and local officials from government, business, and healthcare, as well as one member of the public who was unemployed due to an executive order. In addition to determining which sectors of the economy to reopen, they would recommend which counties should be assigned to each tier and assist industry and trade groups to develop the informed people of enhanced workplace safety protocol. Now, the second step would take place when the Tier 1 counties are reassigned to Tier 2 and all other counties are reduced to Tier 3. That would involve reopening all public accommodations with strict safety protocol, eliminate most travel bans based on safety requirements, and broaden the list of safe industrial sectors. The third step would be put any continuing necessary protections into law and consider temporary continuations of some crowd control measures. In a press release, State Representative Eric Leutheusser voiced his support for the plan, saying it's the best approach to slowly and safely reclaiming our way of life. The Consumers Energy Foundation is helping communities and organizations in the utility company's service area. The Associated Press reports that the company's nonprofit arm is providing more than $600,000 in grants to various organizations. 30 different community foundations will split $300,000 of that money, covering 45 Michigan counties. The Food Bank Council of Michigan will receive $140,000 for quarantine boxes containing a 7-day supply of food for isolated and homebound senior citizens. Michigan State University will receive $100,000 to help develop a mass decontamination method that uses commercial ovens, and another $90,000 will go to local nonprofits across the state. Well, you got some more news to come, including some good news from a local facility that was hit hard by COVID-19. Plus, a former local school official has been indicted for stealing from the school she ran. You're watching HTV1 News at noon.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
Local events continue to be affected by the pandemic, according to WLKI and the Herald Republican. The 26th Fremont Chamber of Commerce's Music Fest has been postponed. Now, that was originally scheduled for June 26th and June 27th, but officials say it's clear that it would still be unwise for large crowds to gather at that point. If the situation improves later in the summer or early fall, they'll consider a smaller event that will still be able to obey social distancing rules. The Chamber says they remain committed to continuing the Music Fest tradition in the years to come. And in Coldwater, the River Through Time and Civil War Days event has been canceled. That was going to be held at the Heritage Park over the Memorial Day weekend, but according to WTVB, it was announced yesterday that they had made the tough decision to cancel due to the pandemic. Organizer Jackie Assling added that the closure of local businesses severely impacted the event's ability to raise money. She also said that the primary purpose is to educate youth with hands-on learning, and that's not possible at this time. Assling says that they're hoping to continue the tradition next year. As we quickly approach fair season across Meshendo, the question now turns to whether or not there will be a fair season this year at all. The Lenawee County Fair Board of Directors announced last week that they still hope to hold a fair that protects everyone involved, continues the annual traditions, and keeps the fair fiscally strong. Officials are working with the MSU Extension Office to work out their plans, and the board has formed a subcommittee to evaluate the possibilities. They're expecting to report their findings back to the whole Fair Board on May 7th. A youth animal show and static exhibits are in the plans so far, and they'll be considering virtual shows for 4-H participants who cannot show their work in person. The camping lottery has also been postponed until further information is given about Michigan's restrictions later this month. Well, some good news coming out of a facility that was hit incredibly hard by COVID-19. The Hillsdale County Medical Care Facility announced yesterday that 7 residents have passed the 14-day mark after testing positive and are now in recovery. They also say that they have no residents currently awaiting test results. A significant outbreak has impacted the MCF, resulting in a sudden spike in infections and multiple deaths. Officials say that they're taking all recommended precautions to prevent further spread of the coronavirus. Well, there's not much information to go on, but the Hillsdale County Sheriff's Office is investigating an incident involving a pellet gun shooting in Camden Township. According to WTVB, it happened on the 14,000 block of Grange Road around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Authorities say the situation involved juveniles, and one person was taken to the Hillsdale Hospital with injuries. The incident is still under investigation. A Tuesday afternoon fire severely damaged a home in Silver Lake in Branch County. WTVB says it happened around 2:20 p.m. on Artistry Trail north of Stokes Road. Lakeland and Fremont fire crews had been to deal with the winds that were gusting up to 35 miles an hour as they battled the blaze, but they got it under control just over about an hour later. Crews remained on the scene until about 6 o'clock. No word on the damage cost, but no injuries were reported, and that cause is still under investigation. A former director of a now-closed school for autistic children has been accused of stealing thousands of dollars from that school. The Bryan Times says 51-year-old Bonnie Kepling, and is now living in Chicago, was indicted this week by the Williams County Grand Jury on 1 count of third-degree aggravated theft and 1 count of fifth-degree possession of criminal tools. Authorities claim Kimpling stole over $150,500 from the Path School for Autism between January of 2012 and December of 2017, and possessed 5 computers that she used to commit that theft. Bryan police has determined back in December of 2017 that a significant amount of money had been taken from the school, but they declined to name their suspect. Now, Kimpling is scheduled to appear in court to face those charges on May 1st. She was also a member of the Bryan Board of Public Affairs from 2012-2016 and was elected to that board again in November 2017. But City Attorney Rhonda Fisher said in January of 2018 that Kimpling had declined to serve that term, citing personal reasons. Well, some good news now. The operator of the Indiana Toll Road is helping needy kids. Now, according to the Herald-Republican, ITR Concession Company has established the Indiana Toll Road School Food Relief Fund, which will distribute $100,000 in grants to offset the cost of school backpack food programs. More than 27% of the Indiana students receive their meals more than 47% of the Indiana schools receive their meals through the National School Lunch Program in a free or reduced price. Many schools conduct weekend food distribution, as well as the Toll Road's new grant program will boost that effort. CEO Nick Barr says communities around the toll road have been heavily affected by the coronavirus crisis, and this was the right time to start the program. Chosen districts and organizations will receive between $1,000 and $5,000 per grant, depending on the number of applications and the needs assessment. The funds can be used to either bolster an existing backpack program or start a new one. Public, private, and chapter schools within toll road counties are all eligible. Now, the chosen schools will be announced on April 27th. Well, those are the top stories for today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for HTV1 News at noon. Don't forget, we also have our So This Is News segment, which is a little lighter news and stories from around the country and the world. And don't forget, you can also find more news in our live streams right here 24/7 at htv1.net. For all of us here at HTV1, I'm Scott Pienta. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great afternoon, everyone.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our tech shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.